All right, I guess let's begin. So this is the live stream VOD. I wasn't able to watch it nor stream it live when it came out because I was in the middle of work. So we're gonna be watching a replay. I am curious as to what they will show here. My assumption is they're gonna like pretty much show almost the same stuff that was shown in CN, but like they're gonna show 3 patches worth of stuff. But we'll see how they go about it. At least already right away we have an interesting start. So the VOD is 35 minutes long, but based on the timer here, so the total video runtime is like 10 minutes. But sometimes what they like to do is they like to tease stuff in the middle of this timer. So let's start. Oh my god, is that Suika? and it's the it's the different Lucia frames. Oh, that is interesting. Oh, there's Alpha. Ah, okay. Can't control the gameplay. I know, right? But I highly doubt this is a... Well, there's a quick sneak peek on Lamia's coding. Who knows? Maybe in the future they'll actually make a minigame that's based on what I know from what I've played on the CN, they don't have this as a minigame. I mean, they've done a whole bunch of different minigames like Match 3, Fall Guys. Yeah, they did a whole Fall Guys thing. But I don't remember there being one that's like this. It would be interesting if they do. And there's a quick preview of not just Luna, but also her coding that will be released in this patch. You know, I am so glad that Wuthering Waves has now started to... Oh, Luna. That Wuthering Waves has now started to give costumes for characters. I'm just hoping that they'll eventually reach... I mean, as I've experienced in PGR, you know, they started slow and then they start to ramp up the costumes as the patches roll out. But like, you know, one thing that I've always looked forward to in not only the new character release, but new characters also get codings. Oh, the animation just repeated. Okay. So yeah, this is a animation that's like that's made to look like someone's playing Suika. But anyways, okay, so I guess there's nothing else. Let's see. They kind of teased it already here. So it doesn't look like there are going to be any other teasers. This is just going to loop. So we'll go straight to the final countdown. Hey, Knots. Yo.
Signal link established. Communication terminal connected. Audio device connected. Greetings, Commandants. This is Kuroro. Your host for today's special preview show. I'm currently in Grey Raven's Lounge, and I'm sure we're all familiar with this place. In a moment, we'll be having a remote communication here to bring you info about the new version.
New version.
The communication equipment is still undergoing testing. Anomaly detected. Error. Signal intrusion. Requesting emergency support.
And of course... Whoa.
存在のために力を行使するという。来校者にあるまじきこと、手を貸してほしい。来校者。
Well, there's the patch boss. Well, we'll be having 3 patch bosses because of the way the integrated version works.
この後に及んでもまだあなたは始末するほかない偽りの感情と幻想を抱いたまま滅びなさい。
The Lamia FX coding name was already decided. I think it was by the Lamia patch where they actually started making like official English names, because like I believe around this time is when they had the official English voices announced, if I recall. That's why we didn't have a real vote, or like a vote similar to Bianca Alter. Omniframe of Nihility. The annihilator of Nihility. Would I pull on the coding? The Lamia coding? Honestly, me not personally, no. It's a really good coding though.
We meet again, Grey Raven Commandant. Why are we talking like
They
this
hold
again?
the pool.
I don't need anyone other than you to be privy to this intel. The
Void.
power of the Ascension.
Nihility as like quote unquote an element, yeah.
It seems you've gained new powers in addition to the permissions as an agent, right? I did say I don't like these mission reports, didn't I?
Let me handle it.
通信が復旧されない空中庭園は何をあれは一体何だ
警告ハニシングノードに異常あり警告ハニシングノードに異常あり墜落の方向は反二重強盗だ危険すぎる
私を信じて姉さん久しぶりね
I wonder how Luna must feel having 2 sisters that are somewhat the same, and yet be total opposites.
未来へ通じる道筋は一つのみけれどあなたの望む道の果ては私の望むものではないどちらで道を歩むかここで決めましょう
悪いが今回の選別でお前はもう用済みさ
Never thought I'd fight alongside Babylonians one day.
I was trying to get my power back as an agent, and it's just the best option to work with Grey Raven Commandant. The Ascension Network had been tightening its grip on me since Lamia's last mission at the seabed. It had deprived me of control over this power, and was slowly consuming my consciousness. So I needed to enter the Red Tide to reshape my frame and pass the Ascension Network's filtering again to be able to reclaim my power as an agent. To get there, I've made 2 deals, one with Cradle, because I needed her help to enter the Red Tide.
Luna, the mission may have gone well, but I need you to know that I haven't changed my mind about this deal you have with Cradle. It's way too risky.
Sorry for making you worry, Alpha. The red tide certainly made Cradle much more powerful than usual.
And this other deal you made, it's with Grey Raven Commandant, right?
Yes. Grey Raven Commandant is the only person I can safely count on when it comes to keeping my mind stable in the red tide.
I see those Babylonians didn't hesitate at all when you approached them.
I didn't make a deal with Babylonia itself. Technically, this deal is only between you and I, Commandant. But I know these are conditions you just can't refuse. You've always wanted to learn more about the Ascension Network and find out who caused Babylonia's downfall, right? The new frame came at a cost, but I'm happy with it. I can show you what I can do now with this new power.
Class type Annihilator. Element Nihil. Oh, roll it.
運命を掌握するため今ここにあなたを迎えましょうじゃなくてとりあえず新たな幕を開くのですさあ我らが女王の登場だルナ様
これ必要なの？
もちろんですルナ様信じてくださいもしこういうのが面倒なら別にやらなくてもいいんじゃどこラミア昨日ちゃんと話し合っただろルナ様がもしかしたら
本当に必要ならやってみましょうか。
え
私のやり方にきっとあなたたちを見せられるわ。
Luna Oblivion.
最もシンプルな方法で片付けるの。自分から罠にかかるの。懲罰がここに降臨する。
I'm just gonna turn off the chat bot instead because for some reason it just I don't know why, but for some reason it doesn't show all of chat. It like does a filtering. I don't know why.
ブラボーなんて素
Bravo,
晴らしいんだ
fantastic.
さあルナ様最後にその笑みをお気持ちはわかりますがほんのちょっとだけでも今ので十分です
No one's got anything on this frame made of the punishing. But what's this new energy I'm feeling?
This new frame runs on this new type of energy that I call Nihil, which
Nihil.
is different from the type of energy the regular frames run on. With this,
Energy type.
I can now fight with more flexibility. On top of that, this energy enhances our combat capabilities when we fight together, Alpha, which goes a long way to ensuring your well-being. And with this new frame came the Chakram. The weapon manifests itself in new forms during battle. The Chakram and Wingblade will both help me better adapt to combat needs. I'll be accumulating crescent points as I fight, and once my crescent points reach a certain level, I'll then be able to drag my enemies into the Starfall Dome, where I have absolute control and can inflict tremendous fatal damage. Also, Alpha will be more powerful and resistant to damage when we fight alongside each other.
Is that so? Guess we'll find out soon enough. Is there anything else you need to tell us?
I do have an important piece of intel on the Ascension Network that I can share. There's another consciousness within the Ascension Network, Celine.
Celine.
She seems to have reached some kind of cooperation with Agent Zero.
Another consciousness within the Ascension Network. Does that have anything to do with how the Ascension Network bound you before?
Yes. Celine had higher control privileges while I was bound. And she was trying to make the future humanless, using the Ascension Network's power.
The Ascension Network's power doesn't favor anyone. And we need to get rid of her to see the future we want to see.
Celine was part of what's happened to Babylonia too. Things were getting really tricky here. but I'm glad to have my power as an agent back now. I've got some footage that shows what Celine is capable of. Celine has extremely high control over the Ascension network, and I wasn't able to do any damage to her in my previous frame. Things have gotten a lot better now with this new frame, though.
Boss
Got it.
battle.
Great work, Luna. As far as what the Ascension network has done this time, we might have to gather more intel to better handle similar incidents down the road.
That's right. There's another file. I just intercepted it from Kuroro. Let's see. Done. It's decrypted. Babylonia's encryption technologies really are just petty tricks.
Could I consider
It appears
Camellia
to
a
be some
Luna
intel
face?
about the latest codings. This page is about Lamia's new coding. Her new coding is about a dream.
I feel like I would really need
I
to
can only see a
scrutinize
few
them
pieces
side by
of
side.
information here.
Because I never
One
considered that
seaside
aspect
fishing
before.
village, a mysterious ritual, and the melody in the conch shell. And it was these memories that made Lamia's new coding? Not bad. Alpha, see? Our looks got changed too. I don't think we've ever tried this style before. As for the design inspiration, the entire universe has gone silent as you stand together amidst the pale desolation. I see. The moonlight symbolizes
This is
purity
a
amidst
paid
the
coding
darkness,
for
a promise
Luna
of
Oblivion.
companionship. Alpha's coding appears to have a style quite distinct from ours.
an Alpha.
I see many dragon-themed patterns, and the design is quite sleek and sharp. Right up your alley, isn't it, Alpha?
Yes, I agree.
They've incorporated a lot of dragon, tiger, and fire elements this time. It might seem complicated, but they've carefully considered the details so that the coding won't hinder my combat performance.
That's pretty much all the new intel we've gathered. Oh? There are
Ooh,
a few
Luna.
additional reserve resources of Babylonia here.
010G.
handy.
I'm gonna have to remember that.
Well then, I shall
Gee, I
return
wonder
this
what
tape
year
right
it was
below.
released in.
Grey Raven Commandant.
Yeah.
Keep this.
Okay.
Are they gone?
Yes.
That was scary. This document is all about the upgraded benefits that come with the new integrated version. I must guard it with my life.
Integrated version bonus events. Okay.
Hello! Looks like the signal's back, Commandants. Let's dive right in and start analyzing the intel on the new integrated version.
Yeah, I
without
feel like
any
this
further
is
delay.
very important because
The
this
rise
is
in version
this is the
missions
part
this
where
time around.
things differ
Resources
from what
you
was
can acquire
done
will also increase
in the
accordingly.
other versions.
First of all, a 14-day sign-in event will be introduced in this version. By completing the 14-day sign-in, you will obtain Han Ying's coating, Arboreal Slumber, 888 black cards, 1,000 construct R&D tickets, and several other resources, all for free. On top of that, based on the serum you use during the version missions, you'll be
Okay,
able
so
to
we
make
get the
exchanges
usual,
for Jenny's and Bridget's Inver shards, and the maximum exchange number will be 320 for each character.
Wow. Okay.
And of course, I've heard your biggest concerns about resources loud and clear. Starting from this version, the rewards you obtain from the daily, weekly, regular challenges, and Operation Guardians missions will automatically scale with the number of integrated versions.
Okay.
Additionally, for the version events and event news missions, we've thoroughly taken into account the mission intensity and battle experience.
Yeah.
Let's first dive into the rewards of the limited events that won't
Limited
be
events.
featured this
Okay.
time. We're introducing a new mission tab in the event news section, allowing commandants to claim the corresponding resources through regular missions. When it comes to the event news rewards tied to the missions that won't be included, we'll simply increase the resources granted by other event news missions to make sure every commandant is well supplied as usual. Meanwhile, we'll introduce the Fresh Dawning event. Once you consume a certain number of rainbow cards, You can receive Event Construct R&D tickets in this event as milestone rewards.
Now the thing about this one, I don't know if this was
integrated version. We've got even more
done in the original CN version, because I know the Alpha New Year one was, but I don't know that Fresh Dawning one was.
As a token of appreciation for all the commandants who have made it here, Kuroro has prepared a redeem code for some bonus supplies. We wish everyone a more exciting and rewarding gaming experience in this new version.
Okay. We have Stars Ensnared. New Omniframe.
Oh, hi, Commandant. I'll be bothering
Eddie
you for a
Decryptor.
while, so please cooperate.
Then her weapon is Hacker's Tune. Is her
Looking
headband.
for a fight?
So Teddy is an A rank unit. When they first introduced her in
Is that all you got?
CN,
Okay.
she was dual element,
turn.
and they kept the second element hidden because they were teasing the element
The
or
bug's
the
been
energy
fixed.
type
Are you happy with what you
for Luna. So we have Luna
More
Oblivion,
control
which
over
we
my power.
now know is
With
called
enemies like these,
Nihil
this can hardly be
Energy,
called a fight. Heed the
and
final
she is the
symphony of
first
death.
Annihilator we get.
Hypocritical beings.
So far, really, like, aside from
Hopeless
specific, like,
resistance.
Warzone stuff, there is no real
I'll keep
other
going.
gameplay where you
And you will
use
too.
Luna. Because, how Luna is used is you want to use her against a new type of shield on an enemy.
With all those formalities, am I right, Commandant?
But that so far it hasn't really appeared that
The
much.
support force has arrived.
Then we have Bridget,
The rescue.
a new A rank
I'll guard this
tank,
place.
fire
No
tank.
one's getting past me.
Her kit revolves around a lot of counters
Move. All
and
of you.
blocks. A lot of
To
fun.
make a fuss here. This is my final warning.
Then new coding for Lamia,
Data calibration complete.
Teddy.
Can't you handle this?
This one,
yourself?
you can get this for free. I just don't know. Oh,
Let's get this over.
also for Hypnos. I just don't know if if those two cost. Oh, so rerun of Imperia's costume, which makes sense. I believe she gets a leap this patch. The thing I'm wondering is usually it takes one patch for a rank costume that is paid to become free in the next patch. So I'm wondering, since we're having 3 patches integrated into this one, does that mean we have to wait for the next integrated version, or will it already appear in the free coding shop for Teddy's costume?
keep it going.
We'll see. That is one of the things I forgot to check
An
in
adequate
the
weapon.
beta. Zitherwo. So this one is a free coding. You get it via participation in an event.
It's been a while, Commandant.
Whoa! Is it already this patch?
I just had a frame update. Bianca, the Purifying Force Captain, will be
Ah,
at
okay,
your
I'm gonna
service
buy
as
that. I mean, as much as I like Solitary Dream, I also like that coding.
Ordered Bienvenate to join.
Wow, there's so many codings this patch.
The order will be carried out to the letter.
Oh boy.
I've got your back.
So new content. So we get 3 patches. So story patches, story chapters, right? And then we have the Teddy event. Void Tide, so that's the boss challenge. And then we have, if you are familiar with the Punishing Grey Raven, the Blackrock shooter chess minigame, we have an upgraded version of that, or a new version of it. Next is Trek. That's like the challenge. Azuki-san's world. Ah, so that's the Oh yeah, there we go. There's the character leap. Do we also get who's after Imperia? I guess not. And then of course Cradle. Cradle was the boss for Teddy's story, and then Celine for Luna, and then what's his name? Skish for Bridget. Guard Drake S rank Cub, so that's Luna's CUB. New decors. And what's this? Total spending rewards. Spring song. Change. Coding reruns. Okay. And then if you do, wait. Let me rewind that for a bit. Yeah. So there. This is the S rank. So you can get an S rank selector by participating in event missions. Clear 15 event missions, and you can get the selector, and you can choose all the S ranks up to Isla. And then costume rerun. Another dorm. But yeah, it looks like there's so much stuff, considering like they're basically cramming 3 patches worth of content into one. So 3 new scenes, or 3 patches worth of new scenes. But yeah, Stars Ensnared. So they pretty much mishmashed all of the trailers into one, which is understandable. That is the point. Is that it? Oh, so that's it. All right. Yeah. I know there are a lot of people that are a bit like they have their concerns with the integrated version method. So I know that they're trying to have the other versions of the game catch up with the CN version, which to me honestly I am happy. I can understand though that, like, for example, for me, with regard, like, I don't really spend on the game unless it's like, one, I do the monthly passes. The monthly passes concern is that based on what I've seen with the beta, I would have to essentially buy 3 monthly passes now. That means instead of like $5 every month, I would have to spend $15 every month until somewhere around August, based on how we might be, or maybe even longer, but within this year. So I'm gonna really have to be careful with my black card usage or summons. And I can understand the concern of other people that, that don't have, like, they only want to spend $5 every month, and then that's it, which is a valid reason. I'm just like, for me right now, I'm just probably gonna stick with what I normally do, since the black card rewards that we normally get are gonna be, if you're a free-to-play player, it's gonna be probably still the same. Of course, we'll have to see how we go through the events, the rewards, the weeklies, the dailies. As I've seen it from the beta, we pretty much like get triple the rewards on a daily basis. So as a free to play, you don't really miss out on much. But if you're a free-to-play, but you're more of a casual player and you don't really play every day, the moment you miss a daily reward, you're not just missing one day, essentially, you're missing 3 days of rewards. So that's kind of the trade-off. So, I mean, but then again, when you think about it, PGR has implemented a lot of quality of life stuff. And, like, honestly, it will only take you like 5 to 10 minutes to do a daily. But, you know, even that for some people may still be a bit hard, and, you know, to each their own. But for me, like, I'm not very consistent. Like, maybe in a week, I log in like 5 days out of the 7 days. So once the integrated version patch drops, hopefully I'll be able to. I'll be able to keep up and log in every day. But anyways, so yeah, I'm excited for the upcoming patch. If you want to know more of my thoughts, I have posted another video for the beta, so, you know, there's more info on that. So if you're watching the VOD, I'll probably have the video appear somewhere here in the center by this point, maybe, if I remember. But if not, and if you've reached this point on the VOD, thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see you on the next YouTube video. Okay, bye YouTube.